Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's get seated. Let's get seated. Oh, yes, it's next, isn't it? Ah, good people. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, FCPAs and CPAs. Chairman is just whispering to me that we try to move a little past so that we can be ready for dinner. It's almost starting to get cool. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker, just in case some of you thought that Western is about male only, you are grossly mistaken. We have humble ladies, except that most of them are for export, just like the one who is about to come and talk to us. Our next speaker, her hobby, she likes dancing, especially the traditional dancing. She therefore missed the Sukuti arrangement, which was to usher her in. However, she was not too late for that. She has had a taste of it. She likes traveling, especially to Dubai. And I think that's a good point to note. Apart from that, she's passionate about credibility, about professionalism, about accountability for CPS. She was a perennial finance director of the judiciary from the year 2015 and the year of our Lord, the next, up to 2023, this year. Can you imagine? However, she has been upgraded. She's currently a finance advisor for head of public service. And she was born in that ethnic lawyer community that we summarize them by the statement they like making. Oh, cheva, 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 che. Are we together on that one? However, because she was married material, she has confirmed to me that she could not marry in Kakamega. She was exported to Busia, which she fondly describes as the coolest place in the hottest area. Of course, Lake Victoria is there, so it's not false, as much as Kakamega Forest also. At that point, ladies and gentlemen, let's put together a clap for FCPA Dr. Susan Oyatsi.
Thank you, Mulamwa. This one is my Mulamwa. Do you know what Mulamwa means in Kiluya? I am there Omukhai in Busia, and I am Omukoko in Kakamega. I would like to explain to FCPA Malombe and those and FCPA Omolo. Omukoko, doting sister. Omukhai's loving wife. God is good. And all the time. Let me start by apologizing for coming late. I actually keep time, but sometimes circumstances can make you be late. I left Nairobi very early so that I'll be in time, but I have a sick brother that I was attending to, and that took a bit of my time. So I'm very sorry to come in late, but there's that saying that better late than never. I actually had planned to be with you and to celebrate with you and to thank God with you and to end the year with you. I've missed about some end of the year parties. This year I made it deliberate because a time like this was one of my worst time in my life. So I said I must celebrate with you and thank God with my brothers and sisters in Western Kenya. As you've been told, I love dancing and I've missed Isukuti. I hope they have not gone. I used to dance for Mukumu Girls until we used to dance for the late president at Kabarak. And I used to enjoy it and I still do it. MC, please, just make sure we dance one before they leave. Brothers and sisters, and my friends, my professional colleagues, as you've been told, I'm very, very passionate about Mambo Matatu. And I believe if all of us follow the Mambo Matatu seriously as our profession, we will save this country. We are the saviors of this country. We are the profession that is the key drivers of this country. But sometimes we have failed here and there. And I would like, as we begin the year, we just reflect. And let me be a living testimony that with God, nothing is impossible. With God, you can have a toxic environment, you can have whatever you have. But if you stick to Him, which I did and I thank Him all the time, He will definitely lift you up. He will definitely be with you. So let us do the right thing, whatever the circumstance, whatever the environment. Let us stick to it. And please, don't do it halfway. We all love money. Let's take that money as we handle it like paper. That is the only way you will try to make the desire not to be there. We all need it, even me. But there are times the situations can be so tempting. Just tell your God, no, I don't want these vultures. And indeed, He'll stay with you. The chairman asked me to talk about opportunities in the public sector. I'm sure you've heard about zero-fault audit that the head of public service is so passionate about. And when you come to think of it, companies like Safaricom, the blue chip companies like Equity, they have audit issues, but those audit issues are resolved. Those audit issues are addressed. Our internal auditors do a wonderful job. They tell us, here, you're going wrong, here, do it this way, but we don't take them serious. In fact, some CEOs will tell you that Uyo is very difficult to work with, or she's very difficult to work with, just because you're trying to tell them to do the right thing. You become a lone ranger. I know your professional hazards as internal auditors is higher than the finance ones. But that should not make you stop, because the tone at the top is now here to support you. The head of public service would like to have a zero-fault environment. I know you can't do everything right every day. There are times unaenda Kombo. Hata when I was driving from Luandeti, my place, Up to here, it was not a straight road. Tulikuwa tunaenda hivi, fika Matete, tunaenda hivi. But the auditor will tell you, now come back to the road. Please let us take them serious. And the opportunities that are there for you, my colleagues, you are key drivers in this zero-fault audit. He's very passionate that every entity in the public sector should have a functioning and effective internal audit. You must have seen quite a number of adverts from the state departments. Those who are in the private sector, I urge you to apply. I know in the public sector, I think there's a circular that we cannot apply. So I would like you to apply so that then you bring in the professionalism. There are quite a number of challenges in the ministries, and we need your services. I was very happy when we had a consultative meeting with the state departments, and the chairman promised that he will work with us. The head of public service, he promised the head of public service that he will work with them so that if there's any need where you are needed, we will definitely run to him. When I was on council, and I would like the chairman to hear this, I was very, very passionate about audit of schools. We have a lot of money going to schools. May they be national schools, county schools, but the accountability in those schools. I was on some of the boards, and you become a lone ranger when you talk some things. The accountability in those schools is wanting. So I would like, chairman, if you can work with the Auditor General. The Auditor General now is auditing schools. If you can work with the Auditor General and approach the head of public service, even for support in the budget, so that we have the private practitioners help her. Her plate is full, and there are about 900. I don't know who is here from the Office of Auditor General. There are about 900 schools. I think those are just secondary schools only. I don't know about primary. But for sure, even primary, they get money from the exchequer. So if you can sit and have a modality, a way in which you can work with the Auditor General, where you can segment, for example, the practitioners from Western, then they only audit Western schools so that the cost is lower. You know, her budget is very thin, so that the cost of, if you are to travel to Kisumu and you are charging that, the cost is low. Please, we will help our country. Because you see the permanent secretary for education being nailed in parliament, yet the permanent secretary was only a conduit. The money came in and went to all the various schools. So the people who should be answerable are those chief principals and the headmistresses and the headmasters of various schools. That is something I was passionate about when I was on council. It didn't take place. Please let us work, the three of us. Head of public service is very much willing. His door is open, and we have a modality to work on that. For the internal audit function, I know the terms are not good with the ministries, but I know the head of public service is going to work on it with SRC. When they advertise, please, those in private practice, we need your experiences, we need your professionalism. Apply for the jobs. I know it is going to be a must for every state department to have a functioning internal audit, and they will rely on you as professionals. Since I'm late, and I know some of you are going very far, like my brother-in-law here going all the way to Busia, I will not take a lot of time. If I have, I ask for forgiveness, but I wish you A Merry Christmas. We are still in the celebration mood. When I was down there, I was hearing the smell of kunde ile ya kulunga, and I'm worried if I'll get ingoro. So, and I wish you a happy New Year 2024.
Thank you so much, FCPA. A better clap for FCPA, Susan. Handy. Thank you so much. Now, we are going to that phase where I must admit I am John the Baptist. And when Jesus came on the scene, John confessed that he's not even up to scratch in terms of tying his sandals. Can you remember that fast? Most of you are Christians. On that note, decorum requires that the next speaker is introduced by no lesser a person than the branch chairman. Bwana Chairman, please step forward and introduce.
Asante MC Thomas Makene for the good work. Before I bring in the national chair, I can see some more EXCO from other branches. From Nyanza, those who have just joined us, kindly just raise your hand. That's CPA Mary Koki. Coco. Yeah, I think Migori. Yeah, that is okay. I can see Professor here. Professor, just wave your hand. Great. CPA Mike Kibukosia. Yeah, he's just come far from Nairobi, from Communication Authority. He's with us. That is okay. And I will also echo the words of the MC. The remaining people, I'm also not able to untie their shoelaces. Kindly allow me to bring in the national chair. Before you come, kindly let's just stand up so that, so national chair, kindly take over. Thank you. Karibu sana. Karibu.
Thank you very much, Chairman Western Branch. Ketini, Baba. Mwikale. Thank you very much. I saw somewhere that I'm the chief guest. I don't know why I can be a chief guest in my hometown. I think there was a planning error there. I cannot be a guest in my own house. Western Branch, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. That's my speech. Western Branch, thank you very much. During the election, two things happened. You campaigned, and number two, you are of good behavior. Simujipigia makofi. We behaved so well until this seat came. So, otherwise, we are not. Where is Resa? Resa, yes. The campaign for Resa was so it scared the people, but where is Afanda? Kama si leo. So thank you very much. I just want to take a very brief time because I may not have a speech as such, but I have speeches all over. With my colleagues, I'm very humbled to have many of the council members here. First, get an apology from CPA John Awala. John Awala is from Bunyore, so he's part of this branch. Chairman, I think he contributed, isn't it? Yes, he did. John Awala is a council member who represents this year's National Treasury on Council. Homo veretabile. Ndio? Ama hata msikii hiyo wengine. We have An apology. He was to make it here, but he went back to Nairobi. CPA Matthew, and I'll give the exact names. Matthew Wakoli Mukisu. He's from Bungoma County, a council member representing the Capital Markets Authority. And then me, simuko sawa, mkawashi shindi, Malamet. So let me take this opportunity. We have Waziri around. Before I break the protocols, we have Waziri, our minister in charge of finance. The county government of Kakamega is our CPA. And we have our majority leader, the county government of Kakamega, CPA Philip. Come on stage for a second. And then Waziri will have 1 minute. And then we move.
Thank you, Chair. Let me say, the Chair, Council members, Waziri, and members, good afternoon. Merry Christmas. For the visitors, my name is CPA Philip Maina, an MC in Kakamega, and by the grace of God, the leader of majority, the Kakamega County Assembly. Mine is to welcome all those who've come outside, come into Kakamega from outside Kakamega. Karibuni sana. And to all accountants, wacha tusherekee mwaka. And as FCPA said, let's take our space. There's a lot to be done in 2024. There are great opportunities. And I heard the FCPA Omolo say down there during the presser, the biggest problem has been quacks. But now with the tax regime that we have, we need professionals. Let's take our space and do it for our own good and for the good of the nation. Otherwise, Kakamega, tumeanza kujipanga polepole, ile tunaomba mtusaidie kupanga zaidi, tukue bora zaidi. Asanteni na karibuni tena.
Thank you very much. When a politician skips time, you're always very happy. So in that order, I will have our minister in charge of finance, Kakamega County, to talk to us a bit. Mheshimiwa, karibu CPA.
National Chair, CPA Philip Kakai, council members, Chair Western Branch, and your committee, leader of majority from the county assembly, and CPAs present, good afternoon. Good afternoon again. Yeah, my name's, as you've heard, CPA Livingstone Luwatimbai, the CC in charge of finance, budget, economic planning, ICT and e-government in the county government of Kakamega. I want to take this opportunity in the same spirit to welcome all of you to Kakamega, particularly those who are visiting us for the first time. You will realize that Kakamega is growing very fast. Two is to convey the apologies of His Excellency, the Governor, Fernandes Barasa, who was to be here with you. He's held up somewhere in some function, and so he had sent me to represent him. He has passed his greetings to all of you. As you know, he's one of us, FCPA. The Vice Chair earlier, the Chairman, Western Branch, earlier had also asked me to speak something about the opportunities available in the public sector, which FCPA Susan Oyati has done. And I just want to add that other than what she said, we have opportunities in terms of business in the public sector, where those business opportunities are open to all of us in terms of tenders that the county governments and the national government, ministries, agencies, and departments are offering. And so for CPS, who have companies, you can always apply for these tenders and do construction work, supply goods and services. And there is a small area that those who run audit firms, I know quite a number here, you have your own audit firms. There is a small place that we have not exploited. When I came to Kakamega, I realized they exploited that, and it has assisted the county government of Kakamega. But I know quite a number of counties because I've so far worked with 3 counties. Kakamega is the 3rd county. They have a challenge, particularly when it comes to tax investigations by KRA. So you realize most of the time, KRA imposes on them so heavy tax penalties. I know there could be friends here from KRA, CPAs. So it is usually a challenge because most of the accountants employed in those counties are not very good in matters of tax administration. So at some point, the former governor emeritus of Paranya engaged one of your audit firms to come and assist. And Kakamega, they always pay very little money after KRA comes and levies them with a tax bill of 1 billion. So you realize because of the expertise that they received from one of the audit firms, we end up to the tax tribunal, where the final conclusion after KRA had levied a tax of, say, 1 billion, we end up paying around 30 million. So I want to encourage accountants who are here from other counties to borrow leave and put some money, professional services, consultancy under the board for consultants. Put some money there for consultancy, engage some of these audit firms whose members are here to assist you in, analyzing some of those tax that we are usually levied with by KRA. So other than that, also we have employment opportunities, even though we are squeezed with the 35%, limit by law, where we should not go beyond 35% of the total revenue for the county government in terms of what we pay to employees. But still, we still have got employment opportunities in the public sector, which professional accountants who are coming up can always look towards and get something. Thank you very much. With those few remarks, I wish you a Merry Christmas, even though we are almost past, but I know we are still celebrating.